what I want people to learn in this is, what did you do? How did you walk through those mental struggles? Because I love what you said, it didn't take you long to figure out what it is you wanted to do next. It was all the other stuff, all
Hmm.
your mindset around what you feel you believe, sorry, what you feel you deserve. Those are the things that, it took time to actually like peel those things off. So walk us through the work that you did, the inner work that you did.
It's so interesting because the inner work doesn't just come out in a to-do list. We're like, okay, I realize that it's not so obvious, right? It's not like, oh crap, I don't feel deserving. How do I fix that? Oh, well, I feel embarrassed to talk about this with my family. And I did. I had not a clue what else I wanted to do. And the reason why it didn't take me that long to figure it out is because I decided to hire a coach to help me walk through that very specific process. Like, what should I do if it's not this? Because I honestly had never thought about it. Because my career, I could have stayed there for 30, 40 years or whatever people do in careers anymore. And so I went through that process and I figured that out and I narrowed it down and I narrowed it down. And I'm like, oh, it's this. And then when I would hit a roadblock, something in me made me stop, or something in me felt that embarrassed. Then I had to really look at it. Like, what is going on here? Because our bodies are designed to keep us safe. And so the fear that came up, the feeling of like self-judgment or I'm not good enough, all that stuff that comes up is there to keep us safe, and it feels bad. And then you just like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this, right? Like the instinct is to stop. But I will tell you, if you want something bad enough, you'll be willing to say, okay, let's take a peek behind the curtain. And it's not always pretty, right? Let's take a peek. But once you get through that, it's easier to move on to the next step. And you're not holding yourself back anymore. And it's not all at once. It's like, oh, I found that out. I didn't think I deserved all this. Now that piece of me is let go, and I've come to terms with that and loved it, that part of me, and released it or did whatever, talked about it, whatever you need to do. And then I can go keep moving forward, and then something else stops you. So it's like, it's not that smooth, but if you want the outcome, if you want great, if you want freedom, there's one thing, at least one thing everybody wants that's probably listening to this. Otherwise, they would just be happy in their 9 to 5, and they would be focusing all their energy on that. And so figure out what that thing is, so it can help motivate you to get past all of the things that come up. Because the truth is, most things that stop us are not external, they're internal. It's ourselves putting us in a box. Oh, you're a director, this is your box. You spent all of your energy up until this point getting there. And I get that. Like, I totally get that. And it does feel good to tell it to people. And people are like, ooh, look at you, impressive. But if there's something within you that is saying, but I'm meant for more, or this isn't quite it. That's the part of you that you don't have to jump tomorrow, but just start listening to it. Just be open to it. Don't shut it down automatic. It'll keep coming up. I will tell you, it will keep coming up. So you might as well start now listening to your innermost like dreams and desires and thoughts, because for the most part, a lot of people don't end up in careers that they actually want. It was our model of success was built on what everybody else told us what success was. Like, I went to college and I chose to get a degree in finance because I was good at math. I had no other reason to do that. And then I got a job at a company because that's what people were like, oh, you want to do this and this will be successful. And I'm glad I did. I learned so much along the way, but I wasn't necessarily listening to myself. I was listening to others. And so this is the time where we need to listen to ourselves. And if it's just a whisper right now, that's fine, but listen to the whisper and it'll get a little louder, it'll get a little clearer, and you listen to it, it will, it will open up
Mhm.
at its own right timing for each person.